All right, guys. So if you only have a GED or do not have a high school diploma and are looking to get your GED, great news! You can still become a nurse, and here is how. I looked it up on my school's website. So these directions come directly from my personal community college that I went to myself. Full disclaimer, yours will probably be a little bit different and not 100% accurate as to what this is, but it can be done, as it can be done in my community college, clearly. So let's go ahead and take a look. And as you see where it says right here, submit final official high school transcript with graduation date or GED scores and official college transcripts if applicable. Applicable? We'll go and go with that. So, therefore, in the very first bulletin of the entry to nursing, they say right there, you can get in with a GED. Yes, you very much so can. Now, here's the other thing that's going to sort of put a wrench in your plans. It's definitely not a killer. It's just something you're going to have to do a little bit more work on. Something that actually got me, and I'll talk about it here in just a second. It says right here, meet North Carolina Community College standards for placement into college level math and English, or have completed applicable college level coursework in math or English. Math and English. Basically, that is high school math and high school English, sort of the things you need to graduate high school. If you do not have these, don't worry, the community college has that covered as well with English 002, English 002, basically high school math, or high school English, I should say. And then have you got covered with math at math 003, basically high school math. Got you pretty well covered. You say, Chris, I feel like I'm ready to go in there. Wait a second, you got one more to check off your list. This one actually got me. I came into nursing school with a high school diploma. I have never had chemistry. Never had chemistry in high school. It was never required for me. It probably is by now. But when I graduated high school, chemistry was not required. You didn't have to have it, and that was okay with me, and I never took it. So if you need high school chemistry, you see bullet number 5 there. Meet biology and chemistry competencies. Completion and documentation of a high school or college biology course with a grade or C or higher. Completion and documentation of a high school or college chemistry course with a C or higher. Whew. Took a little bit of doing right there. So you're going to go ahead and take high school chemistry. I had to actually have high school chemistry. It's Chem 121. They actually get a couple numbers on theirs, which, up until now, no one else got numbers. I got 002, and 003. Chemistry 121. And you'll also have to take Bio 110. Principles of Biology, I believe is what it's called, in order to get your biology requirement. Whew, took a little bit of doing. Now, one thing to note in all of this, yes, you can very much so test out of some of these. You can. But again, these are things, let's just say you're starting from 0 with a GED, you can do it. It is not impossible. It's probably going to take you a minimum of 1 semester extra, if not more. So it's going to take a little bit extra time. No big deal. You still have the very good possibility of going to community college, graduating yourself with that ADN. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. One thing to note, however, sort of an asterisk, if you are under the age of 18, you have to have that CNA certification. If you get that CNA certification in North Carolina, you have to be 18 years old in order to take the class that is required for the community college. Now, again, in North Carolina, you can challenge the CNA exam, but if you challenge the CNA exam, you're not going to have an accredited course to your credit, and which is something you will need, at least for this particular nursing program. So you need to make sure you take an accredited CNA course. I took one through my community college. Everything went great. I had no issues at all. So if you want to be a nurse and all you have is a GED, you are absolutely able to do so. You should have a little bit of problem with getting it done, as far as time goes. It's going to be a little bit harder. Yes, you did go ahead and make it harder on yourself by not having the high school diploma, admittedly so, but not impossible. Not impossible at all to become a nurse with nothing but a GED. I said high school diploma. Hope it helps. Thank you much.